Have you booked or are thinking of booking cruises for next year or beyond? You need to proceed carefully if you are. In this episode of Tips for Travellers, I want to give you a series of really big questions you need to ask yourself, your travel agent, or the cruise line before it's too late if you are looking at booking. The first question is, are you willing to cruise with whatever protocols and rules are required when you sail? Are you assuming that cruising will turn back time and be exactly as they were? Maybe you're pushing your bookings out to later in 2021 as you hope that the ports will be open, deck parties going, all the dining options and the buffet running. You can go self-exploring in ports, use the swimming pools and hot tubs when you want, and so on and so forth. However, are you assuming that cruising will be reset and be back to how it was? If you are, then you should absolutely pause and ask yourself, am I prepared to cruise with whatever protocols are required by the health authorities, the cruise lines, and the ports? There is absolutely no guarantee that the cruising experience and protocols will return back to how it was pre-pandemic. We can't know what form future cruises will take. Not even the cruise lines can at this stage. As cruising returns, there are changes like reduced capacity per cruise, COVID-19 testing before boarding, wearing of masks or face coverings inside, daily temperature checks, limits on numbers around the pool, and in facilities like the shops, there's controls on capacity in the fitness center, what events can be held, how many can attend, and so on. Cruisers are only being allowed to leave the ship on cruise line excursions as cruises restart. In 3 months, in 6 months, or in 12 months' time, the protocols are no doubt going to be different, maybe stricter, maybe relaxed. We just don't know. So only book a cruise for the future if you're clear you are willing to accept whatever the rules are at the time you sail. You may be, like me, one of those that is willing to do this, but like me, do it knowing that you do not really know what it will be like. The current cruise contracts and booking policies mean you have to accept the protocols and rules that are in place at the time that you cruise. You won't be able to use dislike of protocols as a reason to cancel and get a refund, so think about it very carefully. The second question is, are you set on visiting certain ports in your chosen itinerary? So if you're heading to the Caribbean, for example, is calling on Grand Cayman important to making your cruise a success as you want to visit 7 Mile Beach, or you want to go to Cozumel to swim with the stingrays? If you're on the Mediterranean cruise, is that call into Barcelona key to visit the Gaudi buildings or whatever? We do not know which ports will open to cruises and what the requirements will be. At this stage, cruises have all the classic and standard itineraries on sale, saying they're going to be calling on ports they have for years. But we do not know if that will be possible. It is, of course, highly likely that ports that used to have cruise trade will want them back for the economic boost. But when they will come back is uncertain. The further out you book, it does feel more likely that a way will have been found to have cruises back in those ports. However, if there are ports you absolutely want to visit and they are the reason for booking a certain cruise, hold back until you know those ports are confirmed as open to cruises. However, if you are more flexible and it's the lure of cruising and the general region that is important to you, then like me, you should be much more inclined to book. So if going to the Caribbean is more important than the specific ports, then you should look to book. That is exactly what I am doing. The third question is, what are the cancellation or change of booking options being offered to you? Although we all hope things will be back to something more normal, they may remain volatile until or even when vaccines are available. So when booking, make sure you understand what your options are for cancelling or changing bookings and when final balances have to be paid. If they're not flexible, then like me, look for offers with really low deposits and short final balance payment timings. For example, I found some as low as $50 for a deposit, and final balances only have to be paid 60 days before a cruise, which means that if I want to cancel or cannot cruise, I only stand to lose relatively small amounts of money. Booking a cruise and having something to look forward to is very tempting for many travelers, me included. However, as things are and will remain in flux, ask these 3 questions before booking and you should hopefully make decisions that you will not regret and be happy with moving ahead. I have loads more episodes packed with cruising and travel tips and advice, so why don't you go and enjoy another one right now?